So where did this definition about power and control and institution, where did that come from? Because the very definition says, so where did we get...
You know, and there's a danger to this, to broadening or over putting too much weight on that concept of racism. There's a danger in it, because if you make it into more than what it is, then you're going to actually exclude a lot of people that are racist from being racist. You know, it's like I said, if you broaden that definition to include people who have power, you know, now it's like, well, I'm not racist, even though I think black people are all horrible. I don't have any power to do anything about it, so I'm not racist. You know what I mean? But yes, you are. You know, we want people to be able to identify if they're having racist tendencies. So let's keep the definition as simple as possible. If you have a thought or feeling, a person who shows or feels discrimination or prejudice against people. You know what I mean? If you feel prejudice or discriminatory against people because they're black, then you should probably check yourself, because you might be racist. Or if you feel the same way because somebody is white or brown or Asian or anything Russian. You know, somebody starts talking Russian, do you automatically think they're part of the Russian mafia? You might be racist. I'm just saying. But why does it matter? You know, where does it say in this definition what the person is? It doesn't say it says a person. Now, everybody is a person, whether you're whatever race you are. So to say that a particular race cannot be racist is not part of this definition. And like I said, it further narrows the definition. We don't want to narrow the definition. We don't want to exclude anybody from being able to identify themselves and fix themselves because of this. So.
Now, don't get me wrong, there is a such thing as institutional racism. I mean, that's been going on for a very long time. I mean, when the powers at hand and the powers at be, you know, have institution and buildings and laws and rules and mandates specifically to target different races, to keep different races in poverty, or to keep different races from getting along, or to stand in one community. They have different things. That is institutional racism. And yes, I get that.
So institutional racism, though, is something else. It's like I was explaining to somebody about corporations. So the problem we have with, so you can have godly people, right? So this is like the heart. I always believe that to be Christ-like is to come from the heart. It comes from the heart. Compassion and love and understanding and caring for other people, altruism and all that good stuff, all comes from the heart of the individual. And God recognizes that, right? That's why God works through individuals. God doesn't say, hey, come to me as an institution and I will bless you. No, it's come to him as an individual, right? So it's not. I'm not saying it's not possible, because you see it with certain corporations like Hobby Lobby and Chick-fil-A these are obvious Christian institutions. They're godly institutions. We know that. I mean, they advertise. I mean, it's them, right? So don't expect them to open up on Sunday, stuff like that, because of who they are. But as a corporation, that's difficult to do unless you make it part of your identity, like Chick-fil-A and Hobby Lobby do. I'm getting to my point about what institutional racism thing. A scary thing about it. Trust me, this is going to get scary. So those of you who haven't had your daily dose of fear, it's coming up pretty soon. So these corporations, right? So a CEO like Elon Musk, he does a lot personally with his money to help people, right? But to get a corporation to do that is difficult, because when you get a group of people, like a board of directors together, the focus of the board of directors is always going to be on the corporation, on what is going to benefit the corporation. So they have to all agree, and to get all those hearts to agree to do a single thing is a single thing out of compassion or love or understanding or altruism just doesn't happen. Because it's all they have to think in a collective manner in order to help the entire corporation. So they can't think altruistically about helping a single person or helping anything except for their corporation. So that's the problem, is a corporation does not have a heart, so to speak. Individuals have hearts. That's why you won't get godly corporations. And it's the same thing with institutional racism. The scary part about it is, with a single racist, that doesn't, you can deal with that single person. But an institution that's racist isn't about a group of people who are coming together with racist intent. It is an institution that is collectively racist in what they do, in the action or the industry that they're working within. So that's the problem with institutional racism, is that it is inside the institution. It's not a single person you can point a finger at. You know what I mean? So institutional racism is really a cancer that can't be abolished except by abolishing the entire institution. So it's does that make sense? What do libertarians want to do? We believe in abolishing institutions. So, I mean, that's one of our standards, is abolish institutions. We want to abolish every governmental institution that we possibly can, down to the smallest denominator. Most libertarians can agree that we need courts, government, and defense. That's it. That's what we would get, and some of them would go even further than that. But so the thing about institutional racism is supported by government. So a lot of these institutions and stuff that are institutionally racist are supported by government regulation and stuff like that. So like the welfare system is institutionally racist. I mean, if you dig into it, we already did some videos and stuff on that, and we've talked about it before. But yeah, and there's a lot of institutions out there that are supported by government. So libertarians would abolish those immediately. I mean, the public education system is institutionally racist. We could get into that one at another time too. But there's a ton of them. I mean, the criminal justice system is the most obvious, as far as being institutionally racist. So, it's a lot. That was weak. That was a weak wall, whatever you call that.